Peace, peace. Hey, y'all. Hey, Maya Kiana here. Welcome in. Welcome. I gotta go on my phone, make sure everything right. In my mind, I always gotta check, like, make sure everything is cool. I can hear. Make sure everything is cool. I can hear. Make sure everything is cool. Okay. All right. Because the echo started throwing me off. Peace. Hey, hey. So, I apologize for my air conditioner in the background. It's just clicking to me when I went to go listen to my video that I did for the streaming university applications. I'm like, oh shit, the air conditioner in the background is kind of drawing. And I never even put two and two together because it be hot here. And I'm like, there's no noise removal on the laptop. And then I still need to learn OBS. It is not as simple as they make it seem. Like I looked up, y'all seen me do it. I did it on here. I looked up tutorials about how to get the background removal plugin. I followed all of the steps. It still would not work. Okay, boom. Then they say there is a noise removal plugin, and I'm like, well, I can't get that one. So how the fuck I'm gonna get that one? So I bothered with it a little bit, like a few minutes ago. I tried to do the background remover again. It's still not working, so it's quiet for that at the moment. But I'm going to project. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to speak loud so I can hear me. And I hope that it don't be, like, too bothersome. But I apologize, y'all. I am working on it. For sure because I want to get good content to y'all. So there's that. I wanted to get that out the way. Now to business. The reason we're here, y'all literally watched me go through the whole process. And if you missed it, then you have to go check out the VODs that's on. Like, what is the word for that? What's the term for that? That's what y'all call them, the VODs? But y'all need to go check out the videos that are on my page right now and watch the build up all the way up until yesterday, right? Because what's today? Today is Saturday. Yesterday was Friday. Yesterday is Friday. I think it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday when I first decided that I was going to apply for streaming university. I was just doing my regular content. I reacted to Reggie. No, this was before I did the reaction. I don't know exactly what it was that made me be like, let me apply. But I think it was just like seeing the content about it when he said applications are open, right? So the ether is giving all of this content, all this information, all of this energy about streaming university. And it was working on my subconscious. Okay, ooh. That was Wednesday. Wednesday night, I'm like, I'm going to apply. Like, I'm actually going to apply. Like, why not? So I tried to fill out the application on my computer, and it would not work for nothing. I tried to do it at least like 7-8 times, which everything that I'm saying is documented, so go back and watch it. But try to do it like 7-8 times, it would not work. Okay, cool. The 11th came, Thursday. I did get on stream Thursday night. And I tried again. I tried the online application. It would not work. So I'm like, let me check out, let me go to Kai's page and see what's going on, because why is it not working? And it was no other way to contact him, whatever. I was really about to DM him or like try to find his email or something, because I'm like, it's not sitting right with me. Like, I can't even get to apply. No. So I go on his page, and what do I see? The in-person application invitation. Now, usually I'm somebody who like ponders stuff when I have the time and the luxury to do so. And I did ponder. I thought about it. I'm like, where do I go? I should go. And it was just so many synchronicities adding up. Like, I seen my grandma's birthday on the clock, 12:17. So technically, it was the morning of. It was around 12 a.m. when I found out about the in-person applications. And then the fact that it was in New York, I'm like, this is way too close for me not to go. Like, it's basically in Philly. So I low-key felt like I had to do it. Like, my mom's funeral was the day before. And then I feel like losing people in the physical means that you gain them in the spiritual. So I feel like all of this stuff is just falling into place, and I'm protected. I got my guardian angels with me. I'm gonna be cool. Everything gonna be good. Try it. Why not? Try it. My grandma always told me life is for living. Go live. Go try it. So that's what I did. Then that's when I did the review of Reggie's reviews on the online applications because I wanted to see like what it was giving. Now this is after I had already recorded my video, and I didn't plan on changing anything because at that point it wouldn't really be authentic. But that was that. So I got off a stream after doing that review, and I said to myself, I didn't even say it on stream because I didn't want to say nothing until I had did it, like fully committed to it. The next morning I woke up, got my stuff together, headed to New York. Now this is big for me because this is the longest drive that I've taken distance wise. And I'm really proud of myself because like a few years ago, I was really like scared and uninterested in driving far distances. Like an hour was more than enough for me. You wouldn't catch me doing too much long distance driving at all. And I really come up out of my comfort zone with it. And driving Uber Eats definitely helped because it's like you get more experience. You start to know the city more. And that was something that I was scared to do too. But a lot of my fears have kind of been washing away, which I love. And yeah, I'm like, you know what, we're gonna go. I had looked up parking because I had figured that would be an issue, and I found a good price for a parking garage that was right next to the place. It was only like less than $20 or about $20 for 12 hours. I'm like, okay, perfect. We drive there. I'm on my way there. The first half of my trip, I got my music playing. Second half of my trip, I got my other playlist playing. And we finally arrived. Now, on this drive, right, I'm going through all the emotions. Most of it was excitement, a little bit of anxiety, still some sadness from grief. Proud of myself for doing this, taking this journey, taking this chance, essentially. Rock, wait, let me see. Caught a bit of your stream, really like the vibes. When do you usually go live? Let's stay connected for sure. Discord for schedules and streams. Oh, thank you. You said I don't have a schedule at the moment, but you'll see me at least once a day. I can say that. And definitely drop your Discord. I will check it out for sure. I appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, we tried to schedule with my life set up right now. Didn't really work out, but you will see me at least once a day. Stamp that. So yeah, we on the way there, going through all of the motions, feeling all of the vibes. And then we finally get to New York. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, so this is what New York traffic is like. But at the same time, I was like, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm really here. Like, oh my God, New York, the Big Apple. This is the first time I had been to New York as an adult. The first time I went to New York was, the first time I went to New York, I wasn't old enough to remember it. The second time I went to New York, it was for a family reunion when I was probably like between the ages of like 6 and 8, something like that. So this is basically like my first time in New York in this lifetime, essentially. So that was lit. I'm all hype. I'm all excited. And mind you, I'm never on time for nothing. I got there early. The event started at 1, but I got there at 12:45. Now, when I walked up, the line was already long as hell, around several blocks. But I didn't realize how long it was because I didn't know where the line started. So I just woke up. I'm like, pretty sure that this is the line, but I'm like, I have to X because if I stand in this line and this is not the line, that would be wild. X, is this the line? This is the line. I get in line. I'm standing in line. Go check out them streams too, because I did get to talk to a couple creators out there that was also doing their thing. Some really cool people, really good vibes and good energy. So make sure y'all check that out and tap in with them as well. And the line experience was an experience in itself. Like it was pretty much the whole day. So from 12:45 to like 6:30. Hold on, let me look and see what time the last stream I posted. Show me what time. Look, what time was this? What time was this? I'm mad at on. That should be so annoying. Like the stage of learning, the stage of learning be annoying as fuck. Like I want to know this. I want to know exactly how to open the app, what to look at, where to go to, so I can. But the fact that I can't find the timestamp almost pissed me off. Hold on. Now, I'm gonna say 6:30. You might as well say 6:45. Round it out. So from 12:45 to 6:45, 6 long ass hours standing nonstop. Didn't sit down at all. That was so exhausting. And then being around all those people, it was a lot. It was a lot. And mind you, I went by myself. So it's like, I'm not really vibing too much with nobody. Like, this is all strangers. Like, it was some nice people out there. It was some cool people, some dope energy that I did get to, you know what I'm saying, mesh with a little bit. But generally, the majority of the joint, it was just like, I couldn't really, and especially at a certain point, like maybe you could probably see my energy dwindle throughout the VODs. Like when I first got there, I was hyped, still anxious. But about 2 or 3 hours in, I'm like, listen, I don't have the patience. I don't really care. I don't care to dance. I don't care to talk. I don't care. I'm trying to go. I'm on a mission. I'm trying to go and see what's going on. Like I want to get my chance to audition. Now, me being so oblivious to like what exactly was going on. Like I said, I'm pretty new to streaming in general. As far as like doing it myself, I've watched the streamers for about a year now, which I still feel like is relatively new. Like you got people who've been born and raised into the streaming shit, so they know the culture in and out. I don't. I'm still learning. So it got to a point where people were starting to skip the line, and generally I don't be like, if it's not like, I don't be catching it, like I don't be really on it. But it was a creator in the line, and she was like, no, we're not doing that, like we're not skipping the line. And she was right next to me, so I was kind of like benefiting off her standing her ground. I'm like, okay, cool, I appreciate you. And then it got to a point where it's like, no, we're not gonna keep doing that because we all gotta speak up. I can't just not say nothing because that would be corny. So we trying to help people not skip the line or whatever. And that shit was just like exhausting me to a point too. Mind you, I didn't really exert too much energy towards it, but mentally I'm just like, don't piss me off. So that's probably like 2 hours in. You get to 3, 4, no, maybe this is like 4 or 5 hours in. It got to a point where I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. No cutting, no cutting, no cutting. Like I couldn't take it no more. I could not say nothing no more because I'm like, I've been here for 4 or 5 hours. I'd be damned if y'all about to make me be here for 7, 8 hours. Like, no, we're not doing that. So that happened, right? Now listen to this, is just human science at this point. When your patients get lower and lower and lower. Now I'm somebody who I wasn't cutting the line, and I was convincing other people not to cut the line, right? You get to hour number 5 and 6, I'm walking past people. Excuse me, you not paying attention. Excuse me, like the morals that I had in the beginning had left. Time is of the essence. Y'all bullshitting. I'm irritated. I'm tired. My body hurt. Like, it just got to a point. So, that was that. Now, also, in like the 6th hour, the last hour, right? Maybe, yeah, like the last hour, the police come up talking about it's over. Now, I'm like, what do you mean? They said it a few times, but like the first time they came through, some people got out of line, but the majority of people stayed in line. The second time they came through and said it's over, a little bit more people got out of line. But I didn't. Shit. Third time they came through saying it's over, they said you can stay in line if you want to, but nobody else is being seen. At this point, I'm in my head like, I need Kai to come out and say it's over. I've been standing here for 5+ hours. I'm not going nowhere. I'll be damned if I get out the line and even a glimpse of if I didn't get out the line, I would have been seen. Like, no, there's no way. So I stayed in the line. And at this point, people who were in the line are coming back to tell us, like, yeah, that shit over. Nobody's being seen. They said there's people on the first floor that's not even getting in to see Kai. It's over. Still, I chose delusion because you got me fucked up. If Kai didn't say it's over, it's not over. I was constantly checking his Instagram, and I feel like that was fucked up. Like, that was very corny. I'm going to go into that in a second after I get a full rundown of my time. But I feel like that was corny shit. I'm constantly checking Kai Instagram, the Stream University Instagram. Like, how easy, how hard was it to just put up a fucking story post saying it's over? Like, you could have literally just said something that easily. You could have literally just put out a broadcast and told everybody what the fuck was going on. I think that was corny. And another thing that I feel like didn't make sense is that it says that the application process starts at 1 p.m., but it doesn't have no end time. So at that point, you got people are going to just keep showing up. It should have had an end time, so it would make more sense from 1 to 6 or something like that, so people know the exact time slot and time period, and you don't have shit like this to where it's just like first come, first serve. And now, mind you, you would think that you're first come, first serve if you get to the shit at 12:45 and it starts at 1. But at the same time, you got people that was getting in line the night before. Like, people was out there camping out the night before. So it was really like no way to gauge or like what's the word? Like, I don't know. It was just shit. This was kind of out of control. Now, it wasn't a riot. I ain't seen no riot. It wasn't like that out of control in that manner. It was well put together. It could have been worse. I'm gonna say that it could have been way, way worse. I would say that. But I think that was just fucked up how you played with how people's time was played with, and certain things wasn't communicated. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you take a chance, and that don't mean stop taking chances at all. That means keep taking chances, actually. But back to the story. So I get to the front of the line, right? We finally make it to the front, and this is at the point where it's like, once you get around that corner, you basically there. So we get to the corner, about to bend the corner. The cops is putting up the barricade and kind of pushing people back like it's over, it's literally over. So now it's just no denying, like, it's over. So my disappointed ass walks to the nearest bar. Actually, I needed to go charge my phone, and I was going to get a drink too, but they was closed because they didn't want all of the people rushing in there afterwards. Okay, cool. Probably for my better good anyway. I didn't need because what happened next was so much more irritating. So I go to the store next door. Before I went to the store next door, it was 2 people outside the store. It was a melanated woman and man, and their energy was cool. I sat down, I talked to them for a little bit. They was also in the line and got disappointed. But after that, I went to the grocery store that was next to the bar. I asked them for an outlet. It was no open outlets. Okay, cool. I got some tortilla chips. I got some salsa. I got 2 bottles of wine because I'm like, y'all got me fucked up. I need two. I need 2 at this point. I got a juice first, and that was really it. So I get my stuff. But before I got my stuff, I had to go in there and sit down and book a hotel because it was it didn't give drive right back home. Because in my mind, I'm like, I know he's gonna do part 2 tomorrow. I know he's gonna do part 2 tomorrow. He gotta do part 2 tomorrow. I gotta be here for it. It only makes sense. Booked the hotel, got my little stuff from the grocery store. As I'm walking to exit the grocery store, nigga, I see a tornado, not a tornado, but it was raining so hard. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like when I walked in, it was all sunshine and rainbows. I go to walk out the store, la 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 la. Look up, it's pouring down. I'm like, when did this happen? When did this happen? And on one hand, I was pissed off because it's like I wasn't really expecting it. Now I did look at my phone and it did say it was going to start raining at 7, and it was around 7, but it still was unexpected. You know how like it might be somewhere else and the shit still surprised you even though you knew about it. Pissed me smooth off. Now, as I told one of the people in line, like my purpose, I feel like is to find the good and find the God in everything. And in that, it's like it could have picked a better time to rain because that shit could have happened while everybody was in line. And imagine that, because I wasn't getting out of line. I didn't have no umbrella, I didn't have no sweater, I didn't have shit. I would have been drenched. And I had flip-flops on. I would have been slipping, sliding like a fish out of water. Like, so it couldn't have happened at a better time, honestly. So thank God. But at that moment, right, I'm at the grocery store. I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm waiting inside the little corridor. I wait for like 5 minutes. I'm super impatient though, like super impatient, especially if it's some shit that I can afford not to wait for. Like that was the most patient I had been all day in that 6-hour line because I feel like I can't afford not to be. Like I'm not going nowhere until I get to where I'm going. But as far as rain and shit like that, like I'm like, So I go back into a store, I get an umbrella, and I go on about my way to go get my car from the garage. Now, mind you, like I said, I had flip-flops on, so I was really irritated. Like, I'm like, ugh, I don't like my feet being wet. And then when they was all, like, I'm all slipping around in the slides, damn near about to bust my ass crossing the street. Mind you, this is New York. You got all these cars, all these people, all this stuff going on. I'm already irritated. I was just like, I feel like I kind of just had to numb myself to just get where I'm going. I just wanted to get to the hotel and lay down, take a shower and lay down. So I get back to the parking garage, get the car, hit it to the hotel at this point. Now the hotel was only 4 minutes away, but with it being New York, the shit was like 20 minutes. That irritated me. It's like my patience is getting shorter and shorter. Finally get to the hotel. Bitch, why did I think there would be a parking lot? Why did I think, like a parking lot. They had a parking garage, which is different. In Philly, we have parking lots. That's all I need is a parking lot. All I need is a parking lot. Some open, some outside. Didn't get that. So I'm pulling up to the hotel. I'm like, well, where the fuck do I park at? So I look it up, and they tell me to park in the garage that's like right underneath the building. Okay, cool. I did that, filmed in the garage. But mind you, it's like, this shit probably sounds so simple, but when you're not from the city and when you're already somebody who's like more calm, more slow going, more easy, peaceful, vibrational, with all of this shit going on, it's like, it makes it 10 times harder. Nonetheless, I got to the parking garage. Now, this person in this parking garage, he wasn't as nice as the other person in the other parking garage. I was asking him, what I asked him? I was like, how much is it? And I asked him something else. But he was real, like, short with his answers, real, like, you could tell energy. And I'm like, nigga, I didn't do nothing to you. You're irritated, so am I. Don't get on my nerves. Don't piss me off. Because I'm being kind. That was that. Now, mind you, I'm by myself carrying these. I don't know why. I'm like, damn, why did I get all this stuff? Knowing I gotta carry it. So I'm carrying this heavy ass bag. And I didn't realize that I could just use the elevator to go upstairs to the hotel. I didn't realize that the shit was connected to the building until I walked out of the parking garage and then I walked back into the building. So I took the long way essentially. Got to the hotel, went upstairs, got situated, took a shower. Then I was able to breathe a little bit. Like my body felt 10 times better. My mind still wasn't all the way at ease. And I was hungry as shit. So I cracked open them tortilla chips and the salsa and I went to town. Like that shit tasted like steak 48. I was devouring it. Like I had to stop myself. I'm like, you gonna eat the whole bag of chips, whole big ass bag of chips. Which I almost did. Child, I'm gonna get some in a second. I'm not gonna hold you. Good as shit. Good as shit. And then after that, what I do? After that, I had my little snack. I was chilling. I went downstairs to the restaurant in the building because, like I said, I was hungry. So I go down there. Now, this place is really cute. Like, it's nice, modern. They got the outside eating area. They got the bar outside. They had the game playing. The lady called it football, and I was thinking football, but it was soccer, which is football. Squeeze me. But yeah. So I went down there getting something to eat, right? Looking at the menu, about to get irritated because they didn't have no fish on there. The only items that I was able to eat, they had 3 items that I could have ate. Tuna tacos, truffle fries, and a mushroom pasta. So I'm like, I'll get the tuna tacos. You know, the shit said tuna sushi something, but my mind was just so exhausted at the moment that I didn't calculate that part. Like I didn't see the sushi part. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, tuna, that's the only fish they got on there. I'll get the tuna tacos, thinking that it would be cooked. They brought it out and it was like 2 little ass. It was not no tacos, first of all. It was made on like seaweed wrap, and it was like this big, literally like this big, and it was only 2 of them. I'm like, first of all, if they're gonna be that small, y'all know 3 should be the standard. Second of all, I'm not eating a raw fish. It looked like I got pictures, so I'm gonna share everything. I'm gonna post everything, but like, how do I describe it? It was aesthetically pleasing to somebody who eats sushi, who eats raw meat. Like a part of me could see like it's pretty, but the other part of me, like that shit made my stomach hurt. Like all this raw fish, just I'm cool. So I asked the lady, I'm like, oh, I apologize, I didn't. That shit, it's messing with my stomach just think about it. My bad, y'all. Like I apologize, I didn't know it was that. I don't eat raw fish. Just give me the truffle fries. Got the truffle fries, good as fuck. Ate them up. And then after I finished eating, I walked around on the outside terrace because I wanted to just see what it was like. I was cold, so I didn't go out there to sit out there. But taking another nap. But after I finished eating, I walked around. So I'm gonna show y'all that as well. It was at Yotel, which was it said it was 2 blocks from 2 blocks from Times Square. And I intended to I'm gonna go check out Times Square tomorrow before I leave, but I ain't had the capacity. I said I'm gonna go the fuck home. But yeah. So that was the day. That was the night. After I ate, I went back up to the room. I was just chilling, watching some content, some of the new content creators that I met out there. I would sleep so good. I would sleep so good. I'm gonna sleep so good, bro. Okay, let me finish one thing and then I'm gonna tell you about the other thing. All right, went back to the room, was chilling. I made some content myself, and like I was saying, I didn't put any content together about Streamer University applications because I'm like, it's not over yet. Tomorrow's going to be part 2. Like, I'm going to wait until everything before I say anything. It's not over yet. Little did I know it was over. But the cherry on top, or the silver lining in the situation, is when I was in line, I met somebody, and he told me, like, just, did you try to apply on your phone? And a light bulb went off in my head. I'm like, I never tried to apply on my phone. Why the hell did I not try to apply on my phone? It never clicked for me. So as I'm in line, I applied on my phone, and the application went through. The application went through. The application went through. The application went through. So I'm actually thrilled. Like, it's a win-win at this point. It's a win-win at this point. Like, as long as I got my bid in, I'm okay. I'm cool. You know, I got to experience New York. It's not the way that I wanted to experience it at all, but it was enough to be like, okay, I did this. Like, this is my first time doing it, and I did it, and I can do it again, and I will do it again, to the point where it's like I can go and enjoy the city, actually, you know? So, yeah, that was that. And then, oh, let me tell you, so my food fails, right? That was the first one at the restaurant, which was, it was kind of my fault. But the menu was kind of ass, if I can say so. Like, how y'all only got, like, why it gotta be so much beef and burger and pork? Like, y'all need, like, it could have been some more shrimp on there, some cooked tuna. Like, it could have been a little bit more diversified. That's what I feel about Yotel's menu. And then, as the night got later, I was sipping on my wine. I got hungry again. I said, I'm in Uber Eats, which is what I thought about doing in the first place. And the thing is, I should have followed my intuition, because the first thing that came to my mind was Uber Eats McDonald's. Like, something simple, keep it simple, stupid. But no, I seen one of these places on there. I ain't gonna say the name because it's not a good review, but I ordered shrimp pasta and some garlic knots, right? So my food comes, cool. I take my first bite. I was so disappointed, yo. It's like I wasn't even angry. I was more so sad, disappointed, heartbroken. I'm like, the sushi tacos was the straw that broke the camel's back, almost. Like, I almost cried sitting at that fucking table when they brought them tacos out, because I just knew I was about to eat. I just knew it was time to replenish myself after all that energy that I just lost and exerted. Like, but nope, it wasn't. That was that. This is round 2. I just knew. Oh yeah, I'm about to tear this down. Shrimp pasta. Like, how you fuck? It's shrimp pasta. What? I took my first bite and I'm like, I was so disappointed, because I knew all it needed was some salt and pepper. And in the room, they didn't have no salt and pepper. I could have went downstairs and asked for some, but I wasn't trying to get the fuck up and go nowhere else at that point. Like, I just needed something to just work out smoothly, and it didn't. So that irritated me. I just put the food in the refrigerator, and that was that. And then, what did I do? I went to sleep. And I slept like a fucking baby. That felt so good. That rest was so good. In that nice, comfy hotel bed. Slept like a baby. Mm-mm. Mm. So good. It make me want to go right back to sleep right now, child. Had a good slumber. I woke up at 9, like 9:30. Checkout was at 11. And I was about to go early, but I'm like, I'm about to use every bit of this time. So I got myself all together, and then I just chilled until like literally the last minute, to like 10:50. Then I went downstairs to go check out. went to go pick up my car. And the same, I think it was the same man. He had that stinking ass energy. I'm like, is this where I picked the car up? He said, mind you, I'm holding this heavy ass bag in my hand. He said, are you leaving? I said, yeah. And then I thought about it. I'm like, well, can I just put this in the car? Because I'm like, well, maybe I'm not leaving. I just put this heavy ass bag in the car. Then I can go walk around for a little bit or something. And he said, no. I said, so what did you ask me for? Fuck. He didn't respond. And he walked off, and the other guy was taking care of of me or whatever. He went and got my car. He was cool. He was nice. I said, thank you. He said, you're welcome. Have a good day. He said, be safe. I said, thank you. You as well. Get in my car. I'm on my way home. Child, I ain't never drive home so fast. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. Get me out of here. Not to say I'm not coming back to New York. I definitely will be back on better terms, bruh. But all that to say, like, that was it. That was the experience. That's everything that happened. That's how I feel about it. Now, Kai, I do have grace for you because at the end of the day, I didn't know that he was only 23. Like, you still super young. And 9 times out of 10, like, you probably didn't have all the control over everything that was happening. So, I don't hate you. Like, it's never that. Still trying to get into streaming university. But I definitely had to be transparent about my experience. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. And even then, even that, it was still a blessing. It was still a beautiful experience for sure. And another thing that started to piss me off is that in the line, like I told you, I had flip flops on. This trash started blowing over my feet. Oh my god, I damn near started swinging. Oh my god! And then you got people pushing past you. And then it was a point where somebody said some smart shit to me. I'm like, oh, God. That was it. Like, I'm like fucking plastic bottles and plastic bags just keep swiping over my feet. Ooh, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. But it was a blessing for sure. And that was that on it. That's my experience, y'all. I'm still hyped to say that I got an experience though. Like, I'm still really hyped to say that I went. And even more hyped because if I didn't go, I don't know. Well, everything is how it's supposed to happen. So if I'm meant to be in streaming you, I'm going to be there regardless. But if I didn't go, I would have never met um, the person that told me to apply on my phone, and that's when my application went through. So it's like it's cool. It's still kind of secure in a way, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's that. That's my story on. I'm sticking to it. Mm. You talk about exhaustion. I was exhausted the day before. Like, funerals are exhausting as hell. Very next day, I said, "Oh yeah, I need to be here," and I was there. I know for sure, for sure, for sure. Content's gonna make me rich. Content gonna change my bloodline. Content gonna put me right in alignment with all the abundance that's already mine. Ashe. In my mind, I be segmenting stuff. That's why, like, on my channel, I have episodes and seasons. But stream is kind of the opposite, which I was talking. Ooh, my shoulder. I'm carrying this heavy ass bags for 7 hours and shit like that. Like, body all hurting. I gotta get in a good bath. Child. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I be segmenting stuff. Like, that's how my mind works. Sometimes And streaming is like the opposite. It's helping me to be more fluent, more flowy. Because I was about to end this stream just to start another stream because I feel like it's on a different topic. But I'm like, that makes sense. Just do a long ass stream. So I'm just do that. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is grief. So as I'm actively going through grief, one thing that is helping me is to stay focused, is to stay grounded, to keep my eyes on the prize and knowing what I want, which is generational wealth, staying on that track, essentially. Literally feel like even when everything around me is crumbling, what keeps me grounded is literally just me holding on to certain things, right? Because it's like certain things are being snatched away, and others they make you not necessarily want to even hold on to them too tight. But it's a part of me that's just like, without even thinking, I know what I have to do. Like without even thinking, I know I got to keep getting up in the morning and doing my meditations, doing my yoga, doing my journaling. Without even thinking about that, I know what I have to do, and that's what really helps me. And it truly does help because like nobody's perfect. So there are days when I don't, and I can feel the difference on the days when I do, and that's what reminds me that this is what I need to be doing. No matter what happens, sticking to those routines, those rituals, those practices, those prayers, getting into my books. Like these are the things that keep me grounded, keep me going, and it's important to have those things because otherwise it's super easy to just stop. Super easy to just stop. Super easy. No one is exempt from being down, falling down, and staying down. It can happen to anybody at any time. It's one thing that I'm always aware of. So I be trying like a motherfucker to make sure I don't stay down. So hopefully that helps with anybody else who is going through grief. And grief is not just for other people. You can be grieving a part of yourself. You can be grieving somebody who's not dead or who has a transition, or you could be grieving somebody who has. Either way, either way, the only constant is change. The world ain't gonna stop turning. The clock not gonna stop ticking. You know. So, and it's human nature to get into that bag of what you want, essentially. Like we just be fucked up over the things that we want. We want things to go a certain way. We want to feel a certain way. We want to have certain things, but you can't get stuck there. You gotta keep going. Not losing sight of what you want. Keep that vision clear. You know when it serves you. Also allow room for change in those visions, in those wants, in those needs, and tap into gratitude. Be grateful for every single thing. Be grateful for every part of the journey. Find the good in everything. Find the God in everything, and it will find you. I think that's all I have to say on that. I hope this helped. I hope this was an entertaining story. And I hope that you don't forget to live in love. Peace. I'll be right back, honestly. I'll see you in a second.